Welcome to the Eric Avasar Show. Liverpool Football Club got the job done today at Stamford Bridge to grind out a 2-1 win over the Chelsea Rentboys at Stamford Bridge. Such a crucial 3 points, especially because Liverpool found a way to win without playing anywhere near its best football. For me, the man of the match today was clearly Joel Matip. He is the closest thing to a human brick wall at this point. His form has been so remarkably consistent, never gets the praise that he deserves because, of course, he partners with the best defender in the world and probably the best player in the world with Virgil van Dijk. So Matip, totally content to be the unsung hero. He did an especially great job in the air on set pieces. And speaking of set pieces, that is where the Reds did their damage to the Rentboys. Trent Alexander-Arnold, as he approached that free kick in the first half, knew he could not go above the wall, he could not go below the wall. So it took some real creativity with Mo Salah making a perfect back heel layoff for Trent to just blast it into the top right corner. It was an incredible goal and one we can perhaps get used to seeing from the true Scouser, born and bred. Andy Robertson played in a brilliant ball off of a free kick to Roberto Firmino, who headed home the second goal, and it was almost like double the joy when you consider that practically moments earlier, Cesar Azpilicueta had a goal of his own ruled offside by VAR. It was a jubilant moment seeing that goal disallowed. The joy pretty much mirrored how good it feels when Liverpool actually score. Clubs like Manchester United and Everton are oftentimes the most despised by Liverpool supporters, but for me, I take an extra sense of joy when Liverpool takes down the Rentboys. Such a plastic club. Singing about Steven Gerrard less than 2 minutes into the match, pathetic. So taking down the Rentboys is just a gleeful experience. And you can see how much it means to Jordan Henderson as well. He hates Chelsea. You can see by the way he was getting into such heated confrontations throughout the match. Of course, he has a history of problems when he goes up against them. Who can forget him squaring up to Diego Costa? His fervor was so strong that I was actually scared he might even go out and pick himself up a red card, but he kept himself in check, did a great job out there, especially when it came to making key defensive contributions. And while Frank Lampard is a managerial midget, a manager who got his job because of his exploits as a player, not as a manager, Jurgen Klopp is the opposite. He is a managerial mentality monster. And wins like this come through the leadership of a manager that the players so clearly believe in, like the German mastermind. And to be fair to the Rentboys, their goal was sensational. It really seems like N'Golo Kante developed his attacking skills while playing under Sarri ball. He left Fabinho for dead. He drilled his shot past Virgil van Dijk to pull one back for the Rentboys and make the finish a nervy one. Kante got a hug from Klopp after the match, and my theory is Jurgen Klopp only hugs opposing players who are good enough to play for him. Kante is the only player in the Chelsea Rentboys side who is good enough to play for Liverpool, and he's still arguably the best holding midfielder in the world. I personally think it is Fabinho, but it's a close call. Fabinho played great in his own right, as did Van Dijk, and they really needed great performances from the defenders to make up for the lackluster performances from Sadio Mane and Mo Salah for the second consecutive game. Both of them had just poor first touches and even more disappointing passing. So whenever the Reds can win without Salah and Mane playing their best football, that's what makes this side so incredibly scary and still the best football team in the world. Liverpool now have won 15 consecutive Premier League matches, extending its club record They've won 14 consecutive matches, scoring multiple goals. That is an English record. And Liverpool are the first ever top-flight English side to open back-to-back seasons with 6 consecutive wins. And as much talk as Liverpool gets for conceding goals and not keeping clean sheets, guess what? Liverpool have conceded the fewest number of goals of any EPL side this season. This truly is a golden age of football at Anfield. Thank you so much for tuning in, and please subscribe to my channel.